God, I'm talking to you. God, I want to discuss something important about me with you. First of all, I want to know, God, whether you know everything that happens in the world of humans. I mean, in the reality of humans, do you know what everything happens to humans? Like how human acts or behaves? Because if human have something good or something bad, then I believe that it's because of genies which are put inside them by any genies of their religion, of some religion. So I want to know, God, whether you know everything about humans, what happens to them in their reality. Like for example, let me tell you something about me. Like I sleep in the place, on this bed. You can see, God, God, I sleep there. So few minutes ago I saw that there is a spirit, and it's evil sinner spirit, and there is spirit at the bottom of it. There is another spirit, and maybe there is another spirit at the bottom of that spirit. So I want to know, God, how anyone can come into my home and just put the spirit through his mind to give me any kind of trouble, or put genies inside me and take out my spirits from me or my family spirits from me by fooling them. Like just now, few minutes ago, I was just thinking about something and laughing on my own, and I came to know while believing in you that who believes in me or my spirits family, my family spirits, they were forced to get punishment by the spirits who were on my bed, because they put genies inside me to fool my family spirits and those who believes in me. And they are not letting me, the spirits who are my enemies, they are not letting me help me God from my mind. Because if I say help me God, I say it in my reality by saying help me God. But whenever I try to say it from my mind, help me God, so those spirits are not letting me say help me God from my mind. So any spirits of you does not know what is happening with me, whether I call it for help or not. So I want to know, God, whether you know that what is happening with me or not in your reality, or does your spirits knows what is happening with me or not? Because you are running the world and you know everything about spirits, humans, and anybody who exists. So you might be knowing, according to me, like you know what is happening. So why you don't help until I say help me God from my mind? And you know that who does not let someone say help me God from their mind are evil spirits only. So why you don't kill them, or why you don't punish them? Why you don't put them in prison? I want to know, God, God, I came to know from past and future, spirits came to change time of me and force me to prove as sinner. Where I am not sinner, I believe in you. So, they put the genies inside me to sin and change time and fool your spirits by forcing them to remember what I did. So, God, if sins I have done by the genies which are put inside me, if genies are put inside me by my enemies who are evil sinner spirits, not my spirits. So, if I do sin, will you recognize me as a sinner, God? And how anyone can from past and future come in current time and change the time by putting the genies inside any humans or me and forcing me or anyone to sin and fool your spirits and go back in their time? I don't understand, God, whether you exist or not. Because if anyone comes in from past or future into current time, then they believe in you and come in current time from past or future. So if anyone says that God does not knows what has happened with you, are they true believers of you, God? Or you exist or not, God? Because how anyone can come from past and future and change time of anyone in the current time and proving that they are sinners? That someone like me is a sinner to change time. Don't you believe, God? These evil spirits who comes from past or future, from different times into current time, they change time of anyone like my time and give their sins to you by believing in you. If you know about them, why you don't punish them? How you send back them to their time? Because they come in current time by believing in you, God. And if you say that current time is run by current time of God, then do you exist in originality or not? And God, they are spirits who controls time. So they also know, because of them only something happens in the time. So do they know truth, God? Or have they become fooled by the evil sinner spirits who has come from past and future in current time? God, it's about whether you know about humans and spirits and everyone or not. Because how anyone can fool any spirits or you and go back in their time, in past or future from where they have come by believing in you? If they have not believed in you, then they might have believed in current God of time. So to go back in time, they will believe in current God of time only, and they will put back their sins on Him only. So does He knows, God, what is truth? If He knows truth, that those who has come from past and future and fooled Him are sinners, then why current God of time does not punishes them? Why current God of time does not kills them? It's about whether you know or not about humans, spirits, and everyone, God. Because when humans are unable to say it from mind, they say it from their reality. So you need to know God, who does not let humans say it from their mind, asking you to help. And if anyone is fooling you or your spirits by not letting that any human or someone to ask you for help from their mind, from their reality, then don't you believe, God, they are evil sinners and they must be punished to death and killed? Why they are alive, God? Why they are declared as sinless? I don't understand, God. Please tell me, God. Since how many billion of years, God, you have been forced to punish humans or anyone who has not sinned in their reality, but were forced to declare as sinners and did sin because of genes which are put inside them by evil sinners. God, if you know about everyone, including human spirits or anyone who exists, then why you don't punish those who tries to change time by coming from past or future into current time? I want to know, God, why you don't do justice. I want justice, God. I want you to do justice. Justice for me, God. You also know, God, that evil sinner spirit first forces someone like me to sin and force me to erase that they have forced me to sin. I mean memories which I come to know about them. So you don't come to know anything about them. And nobody comes to know what is truth.